and welcome to an exciting edition of Hidden in the Universal Vault. Got a little tongue-tied there. I'm Ryan, your host. Excuse me, I had something, but anyways. So today or tonight, whatever time you're watching, man, I'm getting tongue-tied here. We're going to continue the Bourne series, the series that follows the main character, Jason Bourne. We're going to take a look at its sequel, released in 2002. Once again, Matt Damon plays Jason Bourne. He co-stars alongside with Funka, I can't pronounce that name, Potus? I'm kind of butchering that name. Brian Cox, Julius Stiles, Carl Urban, Gabriel Mann alongside Joan Allen. The Bourne Supremacy from 2004. Yes, we're taking a look at the sequel to The Bourne Supremacy. So, yeah. Anyways, so Bourne Supremacy. Let's actually talk about this film now. Now, The Bourne Supremacy is the second installment, and it focuses on Matt Damon's Jason Bourne, as he basically travels. He's traveling around. It picks up after the first movie, I guess. That's another thing. The first movie I thought didn't have a lot of action. This one had a little bit more action, and it's fun. It's fun for what it is, and I think personally this is probably a better sequel. So it focuses on him, and he's just trying to get around to He's now hunting, not really hunting these people down, but people are trying to hunt him. So he's being hunted by Brian Cox, who plays the main lead guy. So right off the bat, he's being chased by Carl Urban. Yeah, Bones McCoy from Star Trek '09. So he's being chased down. He's a sniper, so he meets up with this girl, I want to say in Morocco. So he meets up with this girl, and the two of them bond. They become friends. Then all of a sudden, he's being chased by a sniper, which is Carl Urban. So they're driving. So as soon as they're driving, he's driving first. Then they switch. And basically, this is not spoiling the movie. She gets shot within a couple minutes into the film. So she gets shot, and basically now he's trying to find out. So she gets shot, the car falls into the water, and all of a sudden, they're both underwater. Turns out she's shot. In addition to being shot, she drowned, obviously. So he's trying to save her life, but it's like, I can't do it, so I gotta get out of there. So he finds these photos, and it's a heartbreaking scene. So he finds the photos, burns them in the fire, and now he has to go after the man that killed his, I want to say, girlfriend. So he's trying to hunt down that woman. Carl Urban. So we get that battle. So he's going from country to country to country to find clues about what's going on. Why is he being chased? So yeah, that's really the premise of that. So I really like this movie. It's really hard to say it. It's a little slow pace. I forgot about Joan Allen. She plays the woman that is kind of like Jason Bourne's mentor, I think. Something like that. They don't really explain that much why, but that's pretty much that. And it's a really good action film. The locations are just incredible in this film. It has its moments, but ultimately there's one particular scene I like where he gets a sniper rifle, and he's out there trying to find the person. So they ask clues to what is really going on, and basically it all comes down. There's a big fight. He's getting chased by another guy, then chased by another guy, to where he meets up with Carl Urban. His character trying to chase up with him, and it becomes one big car chase scene. So he kills the guy, then he cuts the gas tank and the house just explodes. And then we get another scene back to when I said about Carl Urban. So there is a car chase scene, and it's crazy, and yeah, that. So he eventually meets up with Julia Stiles, who also aids him on the way to finding out why. Why are people trying to chase me? What did I do? Bourne Identity didn't really tell much of that. It was just mostly, it didn't have enough action. This had some really good action in it, and it's a ton of fun. The locations are incredible. They basically shot this movie in Morocco. That's where the movie was really shot at. Yeah, I'm wearing my Universal shirt. So they're in Morocco. That's where it's located. Oh, I forgot to mention the movie's directed by Paul Greengrass. I have covered the first of the Bourne series. Then I covered News of the World. I also covered United 93. So Paul Greengrass has showed up on my channel when I reviewed the films. He didn't show up on my channel, but his movie showed up on my channel. And yeah, it's incredible. You gotta give Paul Greengrass, Matt Damon, to be honest, is a great action star. He went from being this dramatic actor from movies like Good Will Hunting, I'm trying to think, Talented Mr. Ripley, Titan AE, but he voiced in that movie. So yeah, the first time I knew who Matt Damon was Titan AE, Don Bluth's last movie. That's how I discovered Matt Damon, and then I fell in love with him as he's a phenomenal action star. He can really do action films that good. But yeah, Matt Damon is Jason Bourne. I do have the third Bourne movie. I think it's Bourne Ultimatum. We'll get to that one soon. But yeah, I am going to cover all the Bourne movies this year. I'm going to make it a point. I was going to cover this one last year, but I didn't have enough time, so I'm just going to get straight to them, just dive into all those. And this one is great. So yeah, is there any flaws before I go ahead and give my rating? It can be slow at times. I was confused to the point I had to rewind back to see what was going on. So if I had one complaint, is the fact that some of the moments can feel a bit confusing, not really sloppy, but can be confusing. You might want to hit that rewind button in case you get confused. I kind of did, but that was kind of my fault for kind of looking at my phone. But also another thing is, every Bourne film, from what I know about, always plays the Moby song "Extreme Ways." It was cool for the first one. It's an awesome song. It's a great song. It's known as the Bourne theme, but it can get very old fast. So make sure you be aware that it happens. I think it mostly happens at the end credits. From what I remember, and I've seen Bourne Ultimatum, is that yes, they play that song. They play that song at the end credits. So yeah, so that's Bourne. I don't have much for this. It's just a great action film. I had a lot of fun with this, though the minor complaints kind of hinder it down. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and rate it now. I give Bourne Supremacy a 4 out of 5. Again, it can be confused at times, but it is a great movie, and I can easily recommend it for anybody. If you thought the Bourne Identity was slow, give Supremacy a chance. It's really, really good, and I can recommend anybody. If you want to start watching a Bourne film, start with this one. It's just that good. So that is my review of the Bourne Supremacy. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you do like the content of the channel, you can check out all my other reviews. I have plenty of reviews on the channel. So I'm also on Letterboxd. So if you want to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Letterboxd. You can easily follow me there as well if you want to check out what I have rated the films. So yeah, so that's my review. Yeah, so that's the Bourne Supremacy. And yeah, and I'm going to stop there. So, and yeah, and as always, keep watching those Universal movies, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.